Welcome to all our MyMoto followers, or anyone else who stumbles across this video. This is a new thing we're going to try, which I haven't really given a name to yet. But the plan is to ride to work every Friday. We'll vlog it, and I need to give it a name. So if you can think of a name for this, whatever this is, if you can think of a name for it, leave it in the comments. Let us know what you think we should call this. The quirkier the better, to be honest. Now this first one is a little bit different than what we're going to have in the future, in that I'm not actually riding all the way to work. I'm riding to Chris Moore's garage in Hyde. So MW Motorcycles in Hyde. I'm going to get this in for an MOT, and it's having the front wheel bearing done as well. So in this series we're going to have a few different things, to be honest. I want to discuss anything new with the shop that's going on. So any new products that have come in, I want to discuss that. Any kind of general motorcycle topics, so maybe talking about new rules regarding licenses and new bikes that might be coming out. Anything we've got on test we can talk about. If there's any particular topic that you would like to discuss, leave it in the comments, and we'll try and maybe we discuss it the following week. But what I want this to be is a two-way vlog between me filming and having a chat, and your comments giving me what you want to talk about the following time. So first thing that I could talk about today. Yesterday I went to Moto Direct and went to see the RST previews for the following year's kit. So the 2025 kit we kind of get to see. Now the way previews work is dealers get invited along to have a look at what's due out. Some of it will be definitely coming out. So you have things that we know are happening. Some products obviously carry over from the previous year. So we know that the Digi Red and Digi White Pro Series suits, they're carrying over. There's quite a few products actually that came out last year, so a lot of those are obviously just carrying over. There's always going to be new kind of specials in the Pro Series, so there is a special colour, pre-order only. Last year they did the Doodle design, so that was a special, that was pre-order, and they're now due to go out to customers. So they did a full set with that. They did gloves, boots and leathers, and they're due to go to customers who've pre-ordered them. I can't remember whether they said like it's this month or something. I can't remember, but they're going out to customers. So what we saw yesterday was the one that's due to come out for pre-order, and again probably this time next year is when they actually all land, and you get what you've asked for. There is some quite exciting products, definitely, both in kind of the race and leather line of things, and there's also new stuff in the kind of textile adventure market kit. So definitely keep an eye out. Obviously as soon as they land, we'll try and get hold of them as early as possible and cover them on the vlog, get them into the shop. But we don't always, the bigger the dealer you are, the more likely you're going to get it early to do something with it. And we aren't as big as some of the other shops. But as I keep saying, our shop is all about knowing our customers and giving you that personal service that the bigger shops won't be able to do. So we like to get to know who you are, what bike you ride, what kit you like, what kit you've had in the past, so that we can, provide a better service. because that is one of the things that is lacking in the motorcycle industry, is a really good personal service on stuff. And hopefully, you know, with all the work we've done with Richie Vida and our followers, you know, we're getting to know a lot of people, and that is just going from strength to strength. So yeah, that was the RST previews yesterday. Friday commutes. In fact, we're coming into what people have referred to as end of riding season. And I don't understand that. I mean, selling the kit we sell and the bikes I've ridden in the past, there doesn't need to be an end of season. I understand it. If you've got a classic bike and it's absolutely immaculate, I totally understand someone parking that up for the winter, because you wouldn't want the salt and the stuff to get all over it. But one of my bikes is a Yamaha Diversion, a 1998 one, which you'll have seen probably on some of the vlogs. That thing, you know, it was, I think, like, you can pick them up for 800 quid. They are so cheap to buy. You could ride them in all weather. You wouldn't be too bothered about it, and if you've got the right kit, you're going to be warm and you're going to be dry. You know, the Gore-Tex and Sin Aqua membranes keep you dry. If you really want to go all out waterproofing, you can stick stuff over the top. And then you go, oh, well, yeah, but you can get cold. Well, you can, but you can buy heated kit now. I mean, like when I started biking back in the 90s, I don't remember there ever being any kind of heated kit, to be honest. It was all Thinsulate was the thing back then. And now you've got like heated gloves, heated socks, heated jackets, heated trousers. Everything you could ever need heating, you can get. So there's no excuses really for not riding all year round. The only time I would say that potentially you would not ride is because if you feel like your ability on the bike isn't up to the conditions. So some people can ride in snow and ice and all sorts, and they're the kind of people who can ride all year. But again, I wouldn't hold it against you if you kind of looked out the window and it's a bit icy today, so I'm going to give it a miss. That's, you know, fair enough. You don't want to put yourself at risk just to be like, well, I ride all year round. So now we're coming down to Comstall. Gone through Marple Bridge, down to Comstall. I start work normally at 9:30. Unfortunately, Chris doesn't open till 9:30, but I'm kind of hoping he's going to be there about 9. But the great thing about the Manchester MyMoto shop is it is, and I've timed this, it's a 9-minute walk from Manchester Piccadilly to our shop. And that's walking steady. You could do it quicker. In fact, I have done it quicker in the past. So yeah, it's a really easy shop to get to. And if you were going to come to us to buy helmets, boots, suit, and you're worried about how you're going to get those home, we've got a few options. Obviously, you could come in on the train, pick up what you need and take it back in bags. You can drive to us. We've got a car park out the front, so you can drive to us, buy what you need, stick it in the boot of your car and drive back. If you've got a bike and you want to come to us, buy some kit, anything you buy over £50 is free postage. And that's regardless of whether you're in the shop or whether you're buying on our website. So just come to the shop, try on what you want, and we can either post you your new kit out to you, or we can post you out your old kit. So if you want to buy the kit, put it on, wear it home, we will then box up your old kit and send it to your house. Now this is coming up over Werneth Low now. Lovely little pub up here called the Hare and Hounds, which a lot of people around Manchester or South Manchester will come to, just because it's got that view over Manchester. Now the bike I'm on today, so this is a Moto Guzzi V7, 2009 model, so it's the older 5-speed box on it rather than the 6-speed. And this isn't my bike. I have got a few bikes, and they're all on my insurance policy, so I insure all the bikes myself. But they're owned by, so this one in particular is owned by my mum, and my mum's like 70 odd. She doesn't ride bikes, she has arthritis, but she's always had bikes. She loves Moto Guzzis. She had a V7, Moto Guzzi Moto Guzzi V50 was her last bike that she used to ride. And she loved it. She kept it. My dad then, when she stopped riding, my dad was riding that quite a lot, and he loved it. And then my brother bought this one, strangely enough. My brother bought it, and he's rode this all around the place. And then unfortunately my dad passed away, and he left a lot of bikes to me and my brother. And my mum then, when my brother was moving to Poland for work, he was going to sell this, and my mum didn't want to see it go, so she bought it off my brother and basically said, you know, it's there for anyone to ride. So yeah, she owns it because she loves it, but she can't ride it. The bikes that I ended up, that my dad left to me, so I had a couple of ZX7Rs, which you'll see probably on some of the vlogs. My dad left me the Diversion 600, which was his daily kind of hack, and because he rode that the most, kind of as just a daily bike, that's the one I kind of wanted, because I felt like there was a bit of a connection there with him, a nice connection. I could ride it whenever I wanted it without worrying about it. Yeah, there's a nice connection. And he left me a Norton 350, so a Model 50, and an Ixion. And the Ixion's really old, that's like 1921, I want to think. It's a little 252 stroke motor that a lot of manufacturers used to use. These kind of almost, they'd buy a motor off someone, they were almost like kit builds in a factory for people. So there's quite a few manufacturers did this kind of, they almost look like a bush bike. But you definitely won't be seeing me riding that into Manchester, I know that much. But we will. At some point I'm going to get it on the road, and we're going to go for a little spin around on it and see if I can ride the thing, because it's got no clutch. Gear shifters on the side of the tank. Something this bike definitely does when you're riding it, it's got quite firm rear suspension. I think my brother's tried to make this thing handle better, and he shouldn't have bothered. But every time you go over a bump, it makes your voice go like so you're trying to talk to the camera, and all you can hear is your voice warbling. Sounds funny if nothing else. Right, we're nearly at Hyde here. So Chris Moore, who I'm taking this bike to, he does all my MOTs, all my kind of any work I don't want to do myself, he'll do. And I do, I mean, leave it in the comments. What do? Are you the kind of person who likes to do all your own maintenance? You just take it to a garage for an MOT? I know in the past that's what I've always done. Before I had kids and I had loads of spare time, I'd do everything myself. Even like when I had my TZR 250 and it nearly blew up at Anglesey Circuit, I did the engine rebuild on that. I'm not really strong on the old 4-stroke engine rebuild stuff, but it wouldn't stop me trying. I'd have a go. Maybe just on a single first. So, yeah, do you like to do your own maintenance? Do you like to do a bit of your own maintenance and then take it to a garage to have them do bits? And what kind of garage do you use? Do you use little independents, or are you the kind of person who takes it to like a main dealer? I know there's a lot of people who ride like lease bikes or lease purchase bikes, and I think with those you're tied to the main dealer most of the time anyway. I don't don't know whether they'd be too keen on you doing all your own maintenance with that kind of stuff. Keep up with your service stamps and whatnot. What's quite good, we sell oil in the shop, so we have Moto products in. So I can quite easily do a bit of a service on my bike through getting bits from the shop as well. Talking of bike news, so I noticed recently that the police have been cracking down on electric bicycles recently. Now, if anyone who goes in and out of Manchester commuting, you'll see loads and loads of delivery riders on electric bicycles, and they are definitely not pedalling. And not only that, I've been going down Hyde Road on the way into work, and I had one overtake me when I was doing 30 mile an hour, and they overtook me on an electric bicycle. And I believe the police are tackling that. So there is, if you're on an electric bicycle, for you to not have to have insurance or a license, it has to be under a certain watt motor, I think it is. I think is it 1,000 watt is the limit, something like that. It's limited on speed, so it won't assist you anything above a certain speed, and the pedals have to activate the motor. You can't have like a throttle or a switch. And the police have been cracking down on that because a lot of them have been hacked to just work on the electric motor. The motors are beefed up to make them go quicker than they should. And at that point, you should have a license and insurance, and it classes as a motorcycle basically. The other thing they said on it was a recent police video that I watched where I don't know what the operation was called, but they called it like a special name to tackle this problem and kind of target it. And they were saying that the bicycles, they can actually, although they're hacked and you can just press a trigger or a throttle and it goes, they also have like a reset ability. So if they're caught out, they can do a little kind of sequence of switches or flicks on the switches, and it resets it so it isn't hacked, so the pedals have to power it. But what they were saying was it's actually quite easy to catch these people out before they can reset the bikes. Right, so we're nearly here, nearly at Chris's. Chris Moore, like I say, he does all my servicing and maintenance and whatnot. Is she going? And Chris Moore's actually a TT racer. And I know him through painting crash helmets for him and all sorts of things, so I've known him for a while. And this is his place, but I'll have to wait now until he turns up. Okay, so that's the first part of the vlog done for today, because we're not going into work today. That's the first part done. And when Chris gets here, I'll be walking over to the station, trying to catch a train into work to do the rest of my journey. But yeah, let us know in the comments what you'd like me to discuss, whether you think this is a good idea to do a Friday commute vlog, as well as all the other videos we're doing, so as well as the product videos and test rides and all that kind of stuff. In fact, if we get a motorcycle on test, I'll probably use it for this as well. Put some miles on it doing this vlog, and we can discuss the bike on the vlog. We'll also have on the odd occasion times when I'm not going into work, so I could be going to Claycross to see Teresa at her shop, or I could be doing a bike show, going to the NEC or at the Wild Bad Weekender or ABR Festival. Could be all sorts of places I end up going, so those vlogs will be slightly different. So Chris has turned up.
Eventually.
took the keys. Have I give you the keys? Got the keys. So now I need to go and get the train into work, and we'll catch up there.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. This is my Friday vlog. Every Friday I'm riding to work now. But this one's not riding into work, this is riding to get an MOT for the Guzzi. The poor Guzzi. Yeah. It's not one of the most conventional trips into work, having to get the train from Chris's, which actually the connection took for ages. So, finally here. Size in. And we've got a load of brand new Riche products which have just come in, which I need to cover because the range that we've got of Riche is now much bigger. We've also got in a load of Guzzi products, so let me just take you down here to the Guzzi stand. And again, I need to go through these because there's a lot of detail with them, all for different uses and different types of attachments and fixings. So this is our Guzzi stand here. And then we've also got in, this new, let's have a look over here. Got all our Cardos. We've got the new Cardo Pack Torque Pro, all our Tor X5s. We've also got the Aero Matrix, which again, I need to do a video on this. So we've got the Aero Matrix, which is a really nice helmet. So that is pretty much my commute into work today. Oh, the boss is in here. Morning, Phil.
Morning, okay.
Yeah, good. Right, so till next Friday, we'll leave it at that. See you later.